Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Eventually, we're going to get our camera to not move. Like, it's angled, right? Like, it's off, right? Like the back TV.
I'm trying to watch.
Like, look at the TV. How it slopes.
A little bit. Yeah. Not bad.
Well, everybody, welcome to Going Back to Smallville, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I will rewatch every single episode of Smallville, week by week, episode by episode. If you would like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome like these fine folks did. Or you can join us right here as a member on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome where you'll get access to all kinds of emojis and all sorts of fun, exclusive content right here.
Jerriana's not in chat to show off the emotes.
Hey, it's okay. Jerriana, you know, she's been holding it down for like 3.5 months. So, I mean, like at least. So, I mean, you know, it's totally
I'll
fine.
cut you a break this time.
Just this time. I'm going to fix the camera.
Okay.
So you talk.
Oh, God. I thought something broke. Oh. I can't talk about anything with you. Oh, my God. It's scaring me. Oh, my Lord. Matt ZR in chat said, way before the show went live, said, I see you had a facade last week without me here, but now it's time for me to say, for fans of Smallville, to get devoted to the show.
Nailed it. Matt ZR.
Pure poetry.
Bringing it in like a bat out of hell. All right, Maggie. I got nothing. I don't know. I'm ready to talk about this episode. Let's do it.
Because we're going back to Smallville.
I appreciate you trying to get it in there. I
tried to hurry because I didn't realize she's going hitting the button.
Because we're going back to Smallville.
Because we're going back to Smallville.
Nailed it. Second time's a charm. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's why they call me Two-Shot Matt. I still don't think it looks right.
Please, no.
It's fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Like, I was worried for your safety.
It's fine.
It's a work environment.
Listen.
HR be all over you.
All right. Well, we don't want FICA getting over here, so. Episode 70. Season 4, episode 4. Hopelessly devoted to you. Oh, Maggie's going lounge singer on us.
Hopelessly devoted to you, Clark.
Baby, when I met you, I knew peace unknown.
With the fire to go.
I was falling apart. We got something going on.
Sorry, everybody.
This is the worst.
We won't do it anymore. Oh my God, I've screwed up this mic.
What did you do to your mic? Yeah, just mute your mic. Okay, everybody. Season 4, episode 4. Devoted. Episode 70 overall. Original air date was October 13th, 2004. It was a Friday, like no other. I'm kidding. No, I think it was a Thursday, but I have no idea. October 13th.
Big.
We're like literally just like 4 days and 19 years away from this. Everything okay?
19 years, Matt. How old does that make you feel?
Way too old. Let me tell you. When I first watched this, I was a senior in high school. Is that a joke? You're a joke.
You're a joke.
So, Maggie, this episode was written by Luke Schlahas. SCHELHAAS. Schlahas. House. First episode of Smallville that they wrote. And was it a good one?
Yeah. I think it was fun.
We'll break it down. Directed by David Carson, whose previous episode was season 1's episode Rogue. Hello, Rogue. Hello, Charles. Charles. Oh, Charles. Charles.
Leave Magneto be.
You should have killed me when you had the chance, Charles. Can you say Magneto one more time?
Why? Did I say it weird? I'm so sorry. Magneto.
Yeah, leave Magneto alone.
I got candy in my mouth.
The synopsis of this episode, everybody.
The
cheerleaders of the Crows prepare a beverage with kryptonite that makes the football players extremely devoted. That's like the title of the episode. And in love with them. However, Chloe drinks the love potion and attempts to seduce Clark. While Jason Teague drinks some and becomes absolutely jealous of Clark over his lingering feelings for Lana and attempts to kill him.
Bum, bum, bum.
Come on, Clark! When Clark is at a disadvantage, having drank a little of the kryptonite potion himself, he gets attacked by Jason Teague. Clark then turns to Lois to help him expose the cheerleaders' conspiracy. Meanwhile, Lex tries to revive his friendship with Clark. This is Season 4, Episode 4, Devotion. Maggie,
because
what?
Lex wants to be hopelessly devoted to Clark.
Lex wants to be best friends again. Best friends forever.
I don't know if I want to be best friends with you again. Lex.
Wait, are you Clark and I'm
Yeah.
Lex? B is for fuck off, Lex. Maggie, what did you think of this episode?
Oh, it was fun. Oh God, I'm sorry.
It was great.
It was
I'll cut away to me.
It was great. I didn't expect to be kicked right there while I was talking.
I think I'm gonna sneeze.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna
God
keep
bless
that.
you.
Gonna keep that in reserves.
It was really fun. I know it's like a very cliche, thing. Cheerleaders wanting the football players to look at them, and
I do feel like it was kind of a reverse.
yeah,
Because like typically it'd be like the guys trying to make the women want them, and like this is the cheerleaders making the
Sometimes.
jocks holy devoted.
Holy devoted.
Holy devoted.
Oh, WH.
Yeah, holy.
Oh.
Holy
No.
devoted to you.
Hopelessly.
Boom, 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 boom. Whoa.
Okay. Anyways, very cliche though. Football players, cheerleaders,
Yeah,
and the fact that Clark is playing football makes me happy.
you'll love to see it. You'll
He's
love
happy.
to see it. So good, right?
And like nothing can destroy his happiness. But wait. He drinks the kryptonite Gatorade.
And he gets the fucking shit pounded out of
Yeah.
him, which is great. I mean, he needed it. He needed to know what it felt like to play ball like a real fucking boy. Okay, that's what he needed. He needed a little reality check.
And Lex was there.
Get him off of this sin carousel, just going up and down.
And Lex is there to save his butt. Try to bandage him up. And then once what did he do?
He sweat.
He sweated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't remember.
He sweat, and then it healed.
He
Like
started
the kryptonite left his body.
He's like, "What, Clark? I was going to put a bandage on you."
I'm pretty sure that would kill him
Yeah.
if he ingested kryptonite. Like I don't know like physics and like
Chemistry.
radioactive rocks from another planet, but I have a feeling if just being around it is enough to take you to your knees, that having it inside of you probably not a good
Henry
thing.
Cavill's Superman.
What about him?
The kryptonite sphere went through him.
Did it? Wait, no, he carried the spear.
I thought it went through him too.
No, not Doomsday. Like fucking.
Oh yeah, with one of his
Yeah,
horns. Okay.
we need to rewatch
No,
the Snyderverse. I'm joking.
please.
But no, I thought this was a fun episode. This was a good episode. Fourth episode of the season.
Love Chloe as a cheerleader.
That was hilarious. I feel like we're finally starting to kind of get a feel of what this season's going to be like, which is nice. Honestly,
Yes.
especially, season 3 was pretty dark. I mean, like it was just very dramatic, and like I get why they did that, but
Yeah.
it's nice to kind of be back to not necessarily like the carefree that it was in like
Yeah.
season 1, season 2. because I mean, I do feel like it's also still more adult. I mean, just with like, there's a lot more sex in the season than there's been in like any of the other seasons.
Yeah, they're like, guess what, guys? We're gonna crank up the heat this season.
We're gonna show dongs. Okay, that's where we're going with this. That's where we're going. Inside boobs.
Side boobs.
We're gonna have dudes grabbing each other's asses in the shower. All right, so just sit back and relax. Get comfy.
This is high school.
And it was nice to see Lois, of course, working with Clark again. And, doing the whole torch aspect, which I know she did some of that last week with the face stuff.
Yeah.
Cryptuck. Yeah.
I really like when Lex says, if there's anything I can do,
Yeah.
And actually... Can you help me with Metropolis University?
Yeah. He's like,
that's pretty cool.
You can do me a favor. Anything. What is it? He's like, well, it's not an it. It's a who.
And Clark, you're going to miss her.
Well, Maggie, since we're talking about that, I think it's time to get into war. What is it good for? I'm pretty sure the audio can still pick me up when that's playing. So if you heard me blow my nose, everybody, that was real. Let's talk about how some relationships have progressed this week. Starting off with Clark and Lana. So, of course, Jason, under the effects of the love potion, invites Lana to watch him at football practice. But when she shows up, Clark thinks it's because of him. It's just so awkward, And like, I mean, don't get me wrong. She led him on to believe that. I mean, she was like, I had to see it with my own eyes. I'm like, that means a lot, Lana. And I'm just like, I want to die. I want to die.
No, she should have just said, actually, I just had nothing to do. I just thought I'd come out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
She's leading them on.
Either way,
I don't like it.
No matter what, I wanted to die watching it. Like, I was like, I feel so awkward watching this. I don't want to use the word cringy. Like, it wasn't that. But, like, just, I could feel, like, just everything Clark was not feeling. And just like, it sucks. It's the worst. Like, when you think somebody's, like, it's like, when somebody waves, and you're like, hey, and it turns out they're looking at the person behind you, because it's like Peter Parker and Mary Jane. And you're like, hey, beautiful. Hey, gorgeous. Wait, what? That was on something. Somebody says like, hey, gorgeous. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, oh, it was Kick-Ass.
It was yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Excuse me. I lost my thought.
Well, Maggie, after that, Jason beats the shit out of Clark for talking to his girl. But then when Clark and Jason make up later, he's like, who was you talking about? He's like, I don't even know, Clark. I don't even know, Sam.
Yeah.
Clark.
Supernatural.
By the way, that's why I wanted to watch Supernatural after we finished season 4 of Smallville, because season 5 of Smallville and season 1 of Supernatural are at the same time. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there.
We're starting our 20-year journey.
I'm not saying we're going to do it, but I'm just saying that if we were going to do it, that would be the reason why I wanted to wait until after Smallville.
We got somebody in chat making a point.
All right, what we got?
Matt ZR says, well, if Superman can handle breathing kryptonite vapor, then ingesting it shouldn't be a problem.
I don't know. What vapor? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
Vapor.
Oh, is he vaping, bro?
I mean, I think at the very least, it should have hurt him more than it did. Where he's just like, oh, man.
I thought he was going to throw up.
He should have, I don't know. There's plenty of ways that... I mean, at the same time, look at Superman Returns. Fucking flies a goddamn island of kryptonite into space, So, I mean, there's no rules.
I remember being in the theater sitting watching that. I was like, how?
There's no rules.
How?
The entire theater laughed when he falls to the ground and they take him into the emergency room and they use the paddles on him. And like, I don't think that's what they were going for. I was sick, and I went and watched it. All right, like I had a temperature of like 101. I was like, I have to. We'd already bought the tickets. I've been waiting on Superman listen, and this was like 20 years before the C word, okay? Like, it was fine back then, all right? And I felt like crap, and the movie didn't make me feel any better, so, you know what I mean?
The C word.
COVID.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see here. How Clark and Lex have progressed this week. Lex bought all new equipment for the Smallville Crows football team. The Crows. There you go. We're bringing it back. And used this to talk about rebuilding his and Clark's friendship.
Yeah.
It was very obvious. Lex, like not
Poor
subtlety
Lex.
is not your gift, my friend.
But I like what. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst tonight. Sorry. Anyways, I like what Lex says to Clark. Like, your friendship keeps me out of the dark from going.
Yeah,
dark.
well, I mean that's later.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like in the locker room.
Yeah.
When Lex is like, it's a rebuilding year. Some things are worth rebuilding when you're not friends anymore.
And
And
Clark's like, be not for best friends.
C is for Crow.
C, Crow. Caca!
Lex saves Clark when Jason is attacking him. Clark heals and Lex kind of notices. Clark finally accepts Lex's attempts to work things out, but he also asks Lex for a favor, which we will talk about shortly. So, are you happy with the way Lex and Clark's relationship has progressed this week?
Yes.
They seem to be on
They're not as
good terms.
Yeah, they're on good terms, and like it's not like last week when they're like snipping at each other every time they saw.
Yeah. Just fucking like a
Like,
bunch of fucking
let me
geese.
just jab my hand into you.
Clark's like, you're a fucking piece of shit, Lex. You know, it's like it's nice for Clark to like give him another chance. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for what.
I'm moving this cotton candy.
You're fine. So next up, we got how Clark and Lois have progressed this week. Well, there was Lex and Lana, but they didn't interact, so we're just skipping that. When Chloe is under the effects of the love potion, Lois and Clark have to work together to figure out what's going on. It said, "Hey, yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
I said, hey, what's going on?"
Have y'all heard the Dolly Parton version?
And I try.
Oh my God, do I try?
Clark saves Lois by blowing up a pipeline in the locker room. Clark informs Chloe and Lois that he doesn't have feelings for Chloe. Lois tells Clark that she'll kill him if he hurts Chloe, that she won't be that far. Clark realizes that Lois is leaving, which was the favor he asked Lex for help, was to get Lois back into Met You. Lois and Clark say goodbye. For now.
I like how they teamed up.
I said, hey, yeah, yeah.
I like how Clark was just so awkward with that cheerleader.
I gotta be honest. I love
hilarious.
the way Clark saved Lois at the end, where he was like, I'm just gonna fucking blow up this pipe. You know, like he wasn't really like he was kind of concerned, but like I don't know. It's almost like she made him feel more free to be himself.
Yeah.
You know? And like that was cool to see. I mean, especially like because he's always trying to hide shit or wait for somebody to get knocked out or something. And Lois obviously being a much more capable person, you know, like she wasn't knocked out.
She's ready to take out the whole
She's gonna take them all out, man. She don't give a fuck.
No.
And so like just seeing Clark just being like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do this because it's whatever. I don't care. And like I don't know, it's just like he doesn't have to be like. It's not that he can show who he truly is, but it's just like he just is more at ease with himself around her. And I think that's great. Like that's such a subtle thing that they did in this episode. And like they build more of it later. But I thought that was great. Of course, Chloe, we have to talk about the Chloe of it all. Holy God, this was ridiculous. Like her coming out in the cheerleading outfit, like the one that she found in like the old locker room or something.
I'm gonna cheer for you, Clark. Yay, Clark.
Dude, what was it? It reminded me of the Buffy season 7 episode when Dawn is trying to be a cheerleader.
Yeah.
And like it's just the worst thing you've ever seen, because you want to die. You just want to die because it just sucks, you know? Like you just feel awful. And remember Xander and Spock steal the jacket? Stupid. Oh my God.
I kind of remember, not exactly, but like whenever I was a junior, senior in high school, like I was a volleyball team and cheerleaders didn't jive. Especially when it came to pitcher day. Because the cheerleaders overtook the varsity locker room. We're like, what the are you doing in here? You know?
Did they normally use the locker room?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, we got. I remember that. It was sophomore year, because the seniors that year just like let them have it. Get out of our locker room. I was like, okay, so we don't get along with cheerleaders. Cool.
Got
it.
Speaking of not getting along with cheerleaders, of course, Clark up in his loft, just jack-a-lacking around, you know, and then Chloe up there.
Shows up. Well, she's there.
Wearing only his jersey. And I'm just going to go on record and say,
I think she's naked.
Clark, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Like, listen, I get, like, not taking advantage. Okay? Like, for sure. I don't think that's necessarily what was going on in this point. Like, sure, the kryptonite shake and stuff and all that. Sure. But, like, he didn't know any of that. And, like, just the fact that he wasn't even, like...
Well, she got right on top of him.
That's what I'm saying. And, like, bro just, like, did not... Like, he was like, gee willikers. Like, listen. Okay, listen. We've had this talk about Lois and... Or not Lois, but Lana and Clark not fucking being the most ridiculous thing about this entire show, right? The most far-fetched thing. This is the second most far-fetched thing. Like, you're telling me... What's the second?
Him and Alicia.
Oh, well, but that got stopped. Like, they were gonna get down, you know, and then that is true. They walked in. So I mean, like, I feel like this absolutely, like, no, I'm sorry, Clark might be a Kryptonian, but he is a red-blooded American boy. Okay, like, come on, he dude,
has needs.
Listen. The amount of restraint that would have taken for him, I don't buy it. Okay? Like, he couldn't even not play football. All right? Like, he had to play football. Like, nah, bro. Yes. It would have happened, okay? I don't care what they say. In the real world, it would have went down. All right, I'm just saying. We all know it. We all know that would have been the case. Okay, he wanted it. You could tell.
By the way, apparently Batman used some kryptonite gas in one of the movies.
Oh yeah, the Batman v Superman. He sprayed it on him, and that's how he was able to like.
Yeah.
I love the part where it looks like they're gonna just hard fucking make out with each other. It's like my favorite part of Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman. You know what I mean?
I knew that was coming.
You know what I mean? All right. Let's get into continuity.
Let's see if I see it. No, you can't see it on this.
What? The mouse? Oh yeah, no, it's only on the recording. All right. Devoted means to be zealous or loyal to someone. Mm-hmm. The title refers to the kryptonite drink the cheerleaders give the team in order to turn them into devoted boyfriends.
Who wants that in high school?
Phenylethylamine.
Hallelujah.
Is indeed sometimes referred to as the love drug, and the molecule depicted is the correct IUPAC representation.
Good job.
Somebody did their work. Who was it again? It was Luke Schlauhouse. The Slaw House. Actress Shalane Simmons also appeared in season 1's episode Drone as a cheerleader named Felice Chandler. Because of the I can't talk today.
Similarities?
Because of the similarities between Felice and Rhonda, they are presumably supposed to be the same person. But they just have different names, apparently.
Wow.
But I think that's like a remember Rachel's husband she's gonna marry, Barry.
Yeah.
And like his name changed from the pilot to like the middle of season 1.
Yeah.
Like it was just a different name. I think it's just that.
Yeah.
Or as one might call it, a continuity error. Annette O'Toole's daughter, Anna Geislinger, plays one of the girls on the cheerleading squad.
Huh. Forager is devoted to Forager.
And this is the last bit here, Maggie. Lois was only originally brought on to do 4 episodes. And then eventually return. And then she would later return, or she would return later in the series. So the plan was she comes in for 4 episodes, goes away forever, comes back at the end of the series being like, hey, Smallville, welcome to the planet or some shit, right? But because she received so much positive support from fans, they decided to bring her on as a regular.
Good.
I did have a breakdown of the episodes, like her amounts of episodes, but basically she doesn't go over 13 until season 9, I think, or 10. And then in season 10, she's in every episode. But yeah, they keep her as like she finally gets in the main credits, I think in season 8. But before that, she's just a guest star, which is such bullshit. Like she's
crap. She can handle
easily
herself.
the best. Easily the best part of Smallville.
Roundhouse kick anybody.
Like, can we just take a moment? Let's just take a moment, all right?
Let's take a moment.
To appreciate Erica Durance.
Yeah.
All right? Like, has been a breath of fresh air in this season.
Yes.
All right? Like, sure, this season's
Sassy,
already...
attitude.
Yeah. You know, this season's already, like, had its light and fun and all that stuff. But, like, she just is totally different from what we've had. Like... And in the best possible way. Yeah. Like, she just brings a complete different energy that makes the show so much better, you know? Yeah. And, like, the way, like, Clark, Tom Welling plays off of her. Like, they're just so good together. Yes. They're great. They're great. All right. Let's get into... Oh, this is going to be a hard transition. Let's get into In Memoriam. Remembering those that we lost this week. Well, it's a real one. Oh. This episode ends with a black placard that reads, in loving memory of Christopher Reeve, he made us believe a man could fly. Reeve, Dr. Swan, passed away 3 days earlier on October 10th, 2004. So that's why it was just mentioned there. Now, I will say, because of the way like the episodes are in production, they do touch on, like, Dr. Swan passes away. Yeah. Like, that's just what happens. And they touch on that, but it's several episodes from now, just because they were already so far in production on them. And it's kind of cool, I feel like. I can't remember exactly what they do, but like they kind of abandon his storyline. Yeah. I guess he probably gives him the octagonal disc, I think is what happens. Like he gets it in the mail or something. Yeah. And like they just end that storyline. Because when we ended, he had that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... All right, let's get into our Freak of the Week. A super freak. Bless you. Jeez, Louise. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Freak of the Week. I'm going to say it's Mandy. She was the main one.
Mandy.
A.K.A. Cheerleaders of Devotion. Or we can call them something else. That's what they were.
Hopelessly devoted cheerleaders.
I like hopelessly devoted. How about
hopelessly devoted? Matt ZR in chat says Erica/Lois actually got into the main opening credits in season 5.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Thanks,
hopelessly. I think he's actually corrected me on that before. And
I think he has.
I keep forgetting. Thank you, Matt CR. I appreciate you. Hopelessly devoted. That's what we'll call him. So our current ranking is at number 3, Mr. Nafga, number 2, Crip Tuck, and at number 1, Kal-El.
Wow.
Where do you want to put? Yeah, it's a huge drop.
I
want to
put Hopelessly Devoted for number 3.
So lower than Crip Tuck.
Yeah.
Really?
That was an interesting episode.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't know.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I think I liked this episode more.
Yeah.
But not necessarily because of the freak of the week.
No.
But like, I don't know if I really liked the mom in Crip Tuck.
True.
You know. Oh yeah, I'm remembering like the kiss. Like that was the
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah.
The new number 2.
I'm going to have to blow my nose, guys.
Hey, no worries. I'll pop this over here. So, I got you. Oh Lord, there you go. Hopelessly devoted to you. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. All right, your new ranking. Number 1, Kal-El. Number 2, Hopelessly Devoted. Number 3, Crip Tuck. Number 4, Mr. Knife Guy. We'll see what happens.
No more Mr. Knife Guy.
There it is.
No more.
Let's get into Schrader. Schrader.
Close.
I think that's actually fine. Schrader. What is that from?
Schrader?
Yeah.
That's a name of somebody.
Schrader.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
God, I can't believe I remembered that. I only watched that series once.
So, Chloe tries to kill Lois because of Clark.
Good job, Chloe.
So, I guess traitor-ish. I mean, not really, but, I like to bring that every time we can. All right. Next up, we got puberty. Well, do we want to talk about the Lois and Chloe fight?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Roundhouse
Never
kick.
mind. I guess we'll just go.
Roundhouse kick. Punch.
It was the one thing that was like awkward with all of that. Like after Chloe comes back to normal, and then Gail or whatever the fuck the cheerleader's name was, she leaves, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh man, can't believe this! What a crazy day!
What a crazy!"
And then
day.
she just like walks back in, and like stands at the door. It felt like an episode of SmackDown or something, like just very choreographed.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like,
what are we doing?
I agree. There
wasn't a better way to transition into that scene of like the football players showing up.
What a crazy day.
Oh, hey, Gail.
Matt ZR in chat says, Matt, not saying anything other than you're mostly right that it was mostly abandoned with Virgil Swan stuff. And you aren't wrong, Matt. I have corrected you with the Lois in the credits before.
Yeah. I think I do remember some more stuff about Virgil Swan, but I'll leave that there. All right. Now let's talk about puberty, but with superpowers.
Yep. Big change.
Bingo. So
I thought it was Oxycontin.
Oh, that's drugs, but with kryptonite.
Yeah, I know. I got confused.
It's a totally different thing.
I know.
Totally different.
Different spectrum.
Puberty, but with superpowers. Clark uses the following abilities in this episode: super speed and heat vision. Does he use any others?
No.
What would you call like? What about like super abstinence? Is that one of his powers?
I think that's how the cellophane S is made.
God. I gotta do something with my hands. Fuck, I'll be in the attic if you need me. All right, Maggie. Speaking of superpowers, no flights, no tots. Did they break the rule this week?
Well,
did they break the rule this week, Maggie?
Well, Clark is wearing tight football pants.
He's got his tight pants. He's got his tight pants on.
And
And
he can make that football fly.
oh,
Spiral.
wow.
Yeah.
You got a good arm, Kent. And also his jersey, he wears the number 8.
Yeah.
Which is odd because his practice jersey was 7.
That happens.
It threw me off because I was looking for like pictures of him and so like it was for like the thumbnail and it was a 7 and I was like, wait, I know for a fucking fact it's 8 because it looks like the Superman 8, that he's had on his chest the whole series.
Yeah, when you have old practice jerseys like that, they'll just say, just get one of them. Doesn't matter what.
Get out of the pile there.
Yeah, we haven't washed them in about 5 years. Sorry, that one right there, Jimmy threw up on.
We had to throw this one away because of abstinence problem, but we'll talk about that later.
We're going to set these on fire later.
Clark, you can help us. That's terrible. But yeah, obviously no. I don't think he broke the rule this week. No. Yeah, unfortunate.
I tried.
I like it. I literally had it. He did wear his football uniform with the big S on the chest and the top pants. That's literally what I had down listed. So there you go.
Maggie doing a bad joke.
Yeah. Ooh, drink it up. That's some real juice, Maggie. Suck it up. How's it taste?
But he said you do bad jokes.
Yeah, I know. That's what everybody knows that about me. I always do just the fucking stupidest jokes. That's me. That's what you get with me, you know? That's what the Matt is all about. All right. Let's get into drugs. Let's do some drugs.
Yay! Oxycontin.
There you go, Maggie. There you go. Hey, can you move your tissue out of the frame? Wow. I can still see it. Okay, there you go. Good job. Good job. The cheerleader sports drink drugs the players into being more submissive. What? What?
Please reread that again.
The cheerleaders sports drink drugs the players into being more submissive.
I feel like you said drugs.
I did. I fumbled on my words. Fumbled.
Football. Touchdown.
Grab that pigskin. Get your fucking ass ready.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Simmer down.
Good game.
Okay.
Spread red. Tie. Wait, did I ever tell you about when I used to play flag football in Christian school? Oh my God. It was the worst. Okay. Like, first off, I hated it. Okay. Like, it was just, we didn't have a field. We had like grass, you know, like, there was like clumps of like old rocks and stuff. Right. And like, it wasn't regulated in any possible way. And like the flags, like they were sewn on to the belt. Yeah. So like you had to pull the whole belt off.
That's not how that works.
I know. Hey, I know. But our coach, okay, our coach, he had 2 plays. All right. He had spread red. All right. And he would do this. He'd go spread red. And that was when everybody would spread out and go long.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
And then there was tight dive. Okay. And that's what he would do. And that was like we'd come in tight and someone would go and like slant.
And dive into a pool.
So I guess. I don't know.
That's weird.
Now at one point one of our players somehow had an injury. Okay, like I don't know exactly what happened, but he was bleeding everywhere. Okay, like it was bad. I don't know how.
Jesus.
He's fine. He was fine, and so like I don't know what happened, but the coach had to take him and get him fixed up, but the game was still going. So we decided to just fuck around, and like, so we decided to just fucking try some shit. This was in a tournament, right? But there was only like 3 teams. So I mean, what kind of fucking tournament's that anyway? And like, we didn't give a we didn't care at all about this. Okay, like we did not care.
Yeah.
And so we did one where we all lined up right behind each other. Like the whole team, okay, like straight,
like a break in basketball,
kind of, yeah, like that. So it was the pitcher. I don't know what's it called. The center. I don't know, the guy that hikes the ball to the quarterback.
The center.
Okay, there you go. The center. And so it was him, the quarterback. And then the rest of the team, single file line behind the quarterback. Okay, no defense. And so the idea was, we'll just we'll confuse them. Okay, and so obviously we're gonna make a touchdown. And so the idea was like when they would come get this one, like the quarterback, he would pitch it back, right?
Oh,
and then if they got them, he'd pitch it back, and we just keep pitching it back. Okay, that was the plan.
That didn't work.
No, they immediately sacked the quarterback, like just immediately.
You need more people up there, man. That poor quarterback,
wide open, like 15 people just flooded the quarterback. Immediately ended the play, like it was over. And so then in flag football, I don't know if it's like this in all of flag football, but in our flag football, nobody kicked anything. And so like they would just say, "Oh, you're punting. That's 40 yards or something," and like the refs would just pace it out because like I mean nothing was marked. Okay.
Oh my God.
And so like, nobody kicks anything. So it's like 4th and 50 or something, right? Like we lost so many yards. And so we decided, you know what? We're going to punt it. But we're going to for real punt it.
Oh God, okay? Matt.
So I got your tell. Like this is me when I'm like 17. Okay. Like this is 20 years ago. And so obviously they can't know that that's what we're going to do because you're not allowed to do that, So we all line up and the center hikes it back to the quarterback. And then the quarterback pitches it over to our kicker. Okay. I mean, we don't have a kicker. So it was a guy who thought that he could probably do it. And so he just holds the ball. Kicks it down the field. Flags start flying. They're blowing the whistle at us. And we lost. Like, by a lot. By a lot. Oh, man. But we still got 3rd in the tournament. Because there's only 3 of us. So, I mean, guaranteed 3rd. Oh, man. Good times.
Yeah, I got to play flag football in college. Like one game.
Nice.
My cousin's roommate would always try to talk me into playing the intramural sports. That's like where college students, either that live on campus or off campus, can participate in sports and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had played basketball with her, and I only played one game.
Yeah.
And I was all a blur. And then we played flag football, and I think her name was Purple Rain. Her name was Purple
Blue
Rain.
Barracudas.
We had shirts. I think I still have it somewhere.
Purple Rain? Or the shirt's purple?
Yeah.
It should have just had the word rain on it.
No. Oh, well, anyways. And then also, my cousin's roommate dubbed me Soulmate, so it says Soulmate on the back of it. Wow. So we go out there, and, well, guess what? It's the beginning of winter, and it's freezing out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so you got all these girls out there with flags on them, several freeze our butts off because hey, we could win this. We're in an intramural tournament. We could very possibly get the trophy.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Did we get the trophy in football? I can't remember.
Did you win?
It seemed like either our basketball team got the trophy or the football team. I can't remember.
Did you win?
That game, I think. I remember catching the other team's passes a couple of times.
Nice. Did you do a spin move so they couldn't grab your flags?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I had no clue what I was doing.
No. Yeah.
No clue.
None of us did.
No clue.
Flag football's the worst.
Yes, it is. And
it's dumb.
I was very confused half the time. And also, there were like guys that did play on the football team at college. They were the Revs. They were horrible. They they meant well. There's tried, but they were horrible.
I feel like that's like when I would ref for volleyball.
Yeah.
Like that I just, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'd be like,
I hated calling lines.
yes.
Because I'm like looking at the ref up there. I'm like,
and the coach over there was like, just say it over there, knucklehead. And just tell them if it's in or out. And I was like, okay, I don't watch volleyball. He's like, hey, shut the hell up. Where's my coffee?
at a Christian school.
Oh yeah. That's Maggie. Hell was like half the things they taught us about there. Okay, like there was.
Did you get to say ass?
There's remedial math and hell 101. Okay, like that was basically a Wednesday for you. Okay. All right, let's get back into this.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody. Blue Barracuda is a nice reference. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Matt ZR. I appreciate you getting that because Maggie just fucking fumbled the ball. Didn't even catch it. Speaking of football.
Touchdown. Hole in one. Home run.
Where are we at?
Party.
Cheerleader sports drink drugs the players into being more submissive.
Yes.
So they kind of roofied them a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
A little bit.
It's just kind of messed
up. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up.
Good on Clark for not taking advantage of Chloe.
Whoops.
What?
I wasn't meaning that like that earlier.
Oh, whoops.
Like to take advantage of her. No, I mean, you're right.
No, I'm right. I know I'm right.
Now, but Whitty, okay. In a world where kryptonite exists, okay. All right, so like I just want to set the mood. Okay, in a world where kryptonite exists and superpowers and love potions and shit, would it be considered taking advantage if Clark had no idea and Chloe does have feelings for Clark and has made that known in the past? Like, would it be considered? Like, if she was, don't get me wrong, like her putting on the cheerleader uniform and stuff, sure, that's kind of crazy, right?
Yes.
That's very out of character. But like her coming on to Clark in his loft, like that doesn't feel that far removed from Chloe, like just a normal Chloe. Granted, a bit more spunk, a bit more go get 'em tiger attitude, that she's not necessarily known for. But maybe she had some liquid courage, and she pounded a couple of beers and came up there to fuck Clark. All right. Like, so, I mean, would that be considered taking advantage? Maggie. answer this very specific question.
I think so.
Okay. There it is.
She's drugged, which I don't know. Clark may or may not have
I
suspected.
mean, he didn't know.
Well, still, though he knows that she wasn't acting like herself.
Yeah, but I mean, like sometimes people don't act like themselves when they're coming on to you. Like I'm a dumb boy, okay. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Obviously, it's not cool to take advantage of anybody at any point. Obviously, it's more just the conversation of was Clark in the wrong had he acted on it.
Yes.
Which he didn't, obviously.
No.
But like I'm a dummy. Like for a girl to let me know they like me, they have to like hit me over the head with it, right? Like I was, especially in high school, I was very much like nobody likes me. Like there's how would anybody like? I mean, not like nobody. Like I mean, I had friends and stuff, but like nobody is attracted to me, right? Like that's where I was at. So like someone being like, hey Doug, if I told you I told you I liked your body. Would you hold it against me? You know, like they'd have to be like very, very much like, hey, is that a mirror in your pockets? Because I can see myself in your pants. You know, like they'd have to make it known.
Or be like your brother, Billy. I'm calling out Billy on this one.
What'd he do? I don't know what you're talking about right now. I'm very scared.
He went up behind my cousin, I think, one time or something. This is cousin? Like, yeah, this has been a long time ago. He went, your text says you was made in heaven.
That's from another Roxbury. What cousin? We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about it later. Anyway.
I think you should just do that just to be...
He is being funny. That's how Billy, you know. Yes. Billy... Never mind. It wasn't even a funny joke. But no, so I mean like somebody being like overly, you know, hey. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily like a telltale sign that somebody's not themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, she does like him.
Yeah.
It's not like this is coming from nowhere.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know.
All right. Moving on. I feel like we need something to...
You want me to tell? I was the person, if I found out, like, if I liked somebody or I had a crush on them or something, I'd start hanging around that person more.
Wait, you started hanging around me more. Wait, do you like me?
We're married, Matt. We're expecting our second child. On Saturday will be 6 years of marriage, Matt. Where have you been? We have a 3-year-old daughter.
I knew we were married and we were having kids, but I didn't know you liked me, though. Like, I'm joking. I knew you liked me. All right, everybody. Let's get into DC references. Part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it
Scratch.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
All right. Crap, I actually skipped one. We're supposed to do That's Just Prom. We're supposed to do That's Just Prom before DC references.
Rewind.
So let's talk about quotes.
Well, that's just prime.
Montage.
All right, here we go.
Montage.
Martha. Clark, I got all your football gear together, but I can't find your jersey. Boink. Clark. Lex, if this friendship was so important, why'd you lie to me for so long? Lex. I don't know, Clark. There's a darkness in me that I can't always control. I'm starting to think that's my curse. Why every relationship I have ends badly. We all have a dark side, Lex. Everybody's got a dark side.
God, I thought you was going.
That's why I couldn't wait to. Yeah. It went away. Yeah, but I can feel mine creeping over the corners. Your friendship helps keep it at bay. It reminds me that there are truly good people in the world. I'm not willing to give up on that.
And truly good people that lie to my face.
Because Clark, I don't mind spending every day out on a corner in the pouring rain, like Father Clark with a broken smile. Ask him if he wants to stay a while, and Clark will be loved. Clark will
only be loved by me.
Tap on my window, knock on my door. I wanna make Clark feel beautiful.
Boo.
Clark, you know, if you spend as much time studying as you did trying to leave, you'd be in college already. Lois. And where'd you get that pearl of wisdom? The Farmer's Almanac?
Man, she burns with that farmer
so
stuff.
Good, man. So good. Clark, look, the important thing is you got in and you're leaving because that's what you wanted, right? Yeah. Don't get all broken up about it. You know, if I could describe my time here in one word, it would be weird. I look forward to the relative normalcy of the big city. But don't worry, I'll visit. Clark, is that a promise or a threat? Lois, see you around, Smallville.
Oh, no. It's both.
I don't mind spinning.
Stop.
All right. Let's talk about DC references part of bigger image.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
Remind me of
I already said
Cordelia
it
picking up
once.
the phone and not saying Angel Investigation.
This is Angel Investigations. Clark's official football jersey number is the number 8. This may be a reference to the Kryptonian symbol for the letter S that has appeared in many episodes, which looks like an 8. Why is it an S?
Because you make an S and close the gate. That's how you make the number 8.
I get that. Why does Jarrell keep burning the letter S onto Clark?
It's a number 8.
I know, but it's the Kryptonian symbol for S. And the Superman logo, the S, is the Kryptonian symbol for the House of L. So why does he keep burning an S if it just means S? I don't understand. All right. Jarrell, something's wrong with Jarrell. All right.
Make an S and close the gate. That's how you make the number 8.
When Clark tells Chloe he's going to continue writing for the Torch, she says, "Wow, superhero and journalist, what are the odds?" Alluding to his future as Superman. Chloe and Lois talk about journalism. Lois says she'd never want to make a career of journalism, and ironically, that is exactly what she does in the future.
God, Lois.
Both Chloe and Lois remark that when Clark shows off his new jacket, they're not his colors. Including his blue plaid shirt underneath, Clark is wearing red, yellow, and blue at the time, his future colors as Superman. Lois remarks that she is trying very hard to get out of Mayberry, the small, idyllic, fictional town that was the setting for the Andy Griffith Show. Lois also says Chloe has taken the fast train to Stepford, a reference to the Stepford Wives, a book by Ira Levine about men who replace their wives with obedient robotic versions.
Nicole Kidman's in that movie.
I'm pretty sure Stepford Wives is... I could be wrong. I think it's like an older thing.
Yeah.
Like older than
That.
the Nicole Kidman
Yeah.
thing. I could be wrong.
It probably is.
Lois says Shazam,
Ugh.
which is the word Billy Batson says to change into
Shazam.
However,
Didn't happen.
it's also the catchphrase of Gomer Pyle, a supporting character on The Andy Griffith Show and the star of its spinoff, Gomer Pyle USMC.
Gomer Pyle is Shazam.
I love that they almost feel like they made her make the Mayberry reference so that when she said Shazam, they had plausible deniability
Yes.
as to why she said it. You know?
Yes. Matt's like, I was there, like, oh my God. Does that mean he's real in this universe?
Well, I mean, no, I wasn't saying it. Oh my God, does that mean? I was saying like,
Does the word
what does
already
this
says-
imply? Like the fact that Shazam. I mean, it'd be like if she said "Holy Rusted Metal Batman." You know, like that would imply that Batman exists. You know, or at least the Adam West Batman. But if Clark is Superman, then how could you see what I'm saying? It's just there's a lot of implicity, Maggie, implicity. The S for the Superman logo is technically Kryptonian language. It's technically something to do with the House of L. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, Matt ZR. Always keeping us on track. I appreciate that.
Thanks, bro.
Us Matts got to be Matts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Let's get into the talent mix.
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. All right. Better Off by Myself by Boss House. Revolution by Authority Zero. California by Hawk Nelson. Medicated by Subspace Radio. Meltdown by Ash. On the Run by Sam Roberts. Disco MF by the Pen 15 Club. Oh, I get it. Pen 15. Penis. And Our Mystery by Bebo Norman. Is Bebo Norman a Christian artist? Hang on. I feel like I heard...
You know more about that environment than I do.
I'm just gonna double check. Probably not. But like I feel like I've heard them say that when I was a young Christian lad. Bebo Norman, is that one of them?
Bebo.
Is a former contemporary Christian music from Columbus, Georgia. His most successful album date is Myself When I Am Real. Bebo Norman. I feel like I knew one of his songs. City on a Hill. Maybe that's it. That might have been it. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Yeah, that's it for the Talon mix. So now let's get into the countdown to Billy.
I'm sorry.
23 weeks until Billy gets here. With an asterisk.
Asterisk.
Probably won't be because you're doing what?
Oh, God.
15 weeks? 14? 13? 12?
Why are you making it smaller?
I'm trying to think how many. It's got to be like 12 weeks.
I gotta double check,
It's
man.
January.
February.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. We don't have to.
No, it'll pop
know.
up. 26 weeks.
Not away. You're currently 26
Currently.
weeks, so 14 weeks from
Yeah.
now is when you're
Yeah,
done.
right there it is. 14 weeks.
There it is. Look at that. Didn't even need a calculator. Maggie, let's get into next time on Smallville.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
All right, Maggie.
Next time.
Based solely on the title,
God. Here we
what
go.
do you think the next episode is about? Okay,
I hope it's a song.
run,
There's all kinds of songs about running.
run,
Well,
running as fast as we
Well,
can. Do you
Clark
think
can
we
run
may-
fast.
Yeah. Okay. He's on the football team.
He's on the football team. And maybe somebody on the football team gets really cool, fast superpowers.
Okay.
Or, I don't know, is somebody running from someone?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, is
Could be
there
the
somebody
case.
on the run? Is Lana gonna run?
Man on the run. Could be. Could
Band
be.
on the run.
I guess we'll just have to find out
Yeah.
next time on Going Back to Smallville, because this has been Going Back to Smallville, our weekly Smallville podcast where we watch every episode of Smallville week by week, episode by episode. Thank you for joining us this week. Again, we will be back tomorrow live right here on youtube.com/hopefully awesome.
Super 90s playback.
Super nice playback where we're going to be watching some more Halloween VHS
Yeah.
tapes. We got some more fun ones. So come hang out with us. We will be doing that tomorrow. And then, of course, Thursday at 9/6, we will be watching Loki, doing our live watch-along party. So come hang out with us. It's going to be a blast and a half. Woo! But that's going to wrap it up for us, everyone. Remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome like these fine folks did, or you can become a member right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome and get access to the same content as well as some cool emojis. But it's going to wrap it up for us. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye!